All right, Knights of Apollo, we got a great battle today. We are actually doing a pitched battle, not a siege battle, and we're going to change it up and do sub-commanders. So the way this works is that each player is leading a small section of the army, and it's divided up by unit type. So for example, we have an infantry commander, a cav commander, and a skirmisher commander. The fourth player is only bringing 2 units of infantry, and he's the grand commander. He's going to be looking at the battle overall and giving out commands and orders. And so for this battle, we thought it would be really fun to have a classic rivalry. We've got the Romans taking on the Carthaginians. Another thing is both these factions have a lot of different units for each category, so it lets the player kind of experiment with different unit types. Now, this battle was a spur of the moment kind of battle, so the rules that we have in place may not be perfect, and it's something we can iron out if you guys want to see more battles like this one. So for the sub-commander of infantry, the player was allowed to bring 15 units, including the general, and it could be any infantry, sword, spear, axe, as long as they're considered infantry. For the skirmisher sub-commander, he was allowed to bring 8 units of infantry, including the general, and that of course includes skirmish, any kind of skirmisher, you know, javelin men, slingers, archers, you name it. For the last sub-commander, the cav commander, they were allowed to bring 10 units to the battlefield, and that also included elephants and I think max 2 skirmish cav. The Grand Commander was allowed to bring 1 general, of course, you have to, and then 2 infantry of your choice. Obviously, the Grand Commanders are going to bring the best infantry possible. And that's pretty much it for the rules. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple for this makeshift, you know, spur-of-the-moment battle. So let's look at the army comps for each sub-commander. We'll start with the Romans. So the Grand Commander is yours truly. That's right. I'm going to be trying to lead, doing the best I can, but I've got a small force here. And then our sub-commander for archers is going to be Jester. Our sub-commander for infantry is Case, and here is his army. And finally, our sub-commander for cav is Destro, and here is the forces he's bringing. Now looking at the Carthaginians, we've got Ellington being the grand commander for his side. Ellington is also a YouTuber, guys, that covers a lot of Total War, a lot of Rome too, so definitely check out his channel. It's linked down in the video description. The sub-commander for infantry is Toxic Rex. Next, the sub-commander for skirmishers is Crazy Carl. And finally, the sub-commander for the cav is going to be led by Major Officer. And I also am going to be splicing in some live POV footage. I recorded my end of the battle, so you're going to see kind of what it was like commanding the sub-commanders into battle. But yeah, sit back, relax, guys. Let's jump in and enjoy. All right, guys, here we go. The Roman war machine ready to advance forward. So really quick, let me just show you the tactical view. This is going to help you see kind of how we've set up here in our mindset. So our goal here is to get the infantry involved in the fight, to spearhead this fight. The infantry is going to be everything because we believe that is where our strength is, where the Carthaginian strength is probably going to be with the cav, maybe even their archers. They also have some elephants as well. I think we need to probably be kind of aggressive here and get our infantry in the fight. Just obviously look out for pikes, look out for the hammer and anvil. You know, just that's obviously going to be cav. Cav, you might want to be a bit more defensive. If you see an opportunity to strike, you know, obviously go for it. But yeah, we'll just... everything's going to evolve around the infantry and just keeping that infantry alive and supporting hammer and anvil, that kind of thing. We really want to play defensive with our cav and be more aggressive with the infantry. And what we hope is to kind of, since we're using our cav defensively, we're going to have some infantry that's going to be able to help out. So for example, I have some Praetorian Guard that are going to be rolling with this cav over here. So if they do get stuck in a cav battle, my Praetorians can quickly charge out of the tree line and help out and try to turn the tide of the battle. Same thing over here. I mean, I have a Praetorian in the center. They're more there to help the main infantry fight, but if I do need to peel them away from this fight and help the cav, I will. And that's what we have. We've got the cav split in 2, essentially. We've got the left side here, which is just 2 cav units, so we're heavy on the right side because we have I think like 4 or 5 plus my Praetorians. We're definitely heavier on the right side, but the Cav player is doing a good job of moving his units around the trees, just kind of being a little bit of everywhere so he can respond quickly if there's a sudden Cav strike in the center against our infantry. The archers, pretty plain and simple. They're staying close with the infantry. He does have one slinger unit over here that's going to help the Cav. All right, hey, let's go ahead and push forward as well, but stay in this tree line.
Alright, seeing Cav.
Wait, you want me to fully stay in the tree line, or?
Yeah, I just try to mostly stay in the trees, you know, like roughly here. Just show that we're moving up too, you know? Let's just, because I want him off that hill. You notice that they're going Cav heavy on the flanks. Clearly, they want to rely on their Cav to win this one, and it makes sense. That's probably the mindset that they want to have. But yeah, we want to try to pull this Cav prematurely into the fight. So if he does get aggressive, which is kind of what he needs to do, but he has to do it the right way. So if he gets aggressive and, like, say he goes into this tree line and he attacks this Cav, that's pretty smart. But if he gets too close to our infantry and then gets bogged down in a Cav battle, we'll be able to peel infantry from the front or the secondary lines and help out against this Cav. All right, look, on this side, we're going to have to play very defensive and kind of kite. We want them to kind of slingers, skirmisher commander, you're going to have to watch this closely because you might be having... I'm going to move my Praetorians over to that side too, just an extra barrier. So it's really a matter of just watching his Cav, waiting for the perfect opportunity, and not pushing a fight on their side, and definitely not getting any of our Cav out of position and alone and getting cut down by his Cav. So my strategy here, it's just push up the infantry, get them to the edge of this tree line, because again, we're worried about the archer firepower from the Carthaginians. So if he does start opening fire on our infantry, we can kind of use the tree line to cover us, to screen us. But again, worst case, if we're starting to get bombarded too hard, we're just going in. We're just going to go in and bring the fight to Cobra, aka Carthage. So now we've got some skirmish Cav moving forward, and they are looking for hidden units in this tree line. And I specifically picked I like wooded maps. I think it makes things interesting, more interesting than just open plains, open fields, because you can hide units. It can get chaotic in the tree line. You know, it makes micro a little bit more difficult. But you can see Carthage is scouting, which is the smart thing to do. He's looking for weak targets, and we're just kind of dipping our toes. I think both sides are just kind of taking our time, looking for weak spots, planning an attack, that kind of thing. And that's certainly what we were doing. Notice that the archer commander is sending his slingers towards the center. So what we plan to do here is we're going to try to get our slingers in range of this Cav, because notice he moved up his Cav. So we're going to try to get the slingers in range so we can kind of pick them off and either upset him and he'll charge and try to, like, ooh, juicy archer target, you know, which would be a mistake because we have Cav and infantry nearby to protect them. Or he'll just fall back, but at least we'll kind of poke the enemy and try to we're just trying to make him make a mistake. Well, but yeah, the slingers, if you can move up actually and you try to hit those horses. So here we go. We got the skirmish Cav moving up. Look at this. He's looking for something, and he is going for the Cav. The Cav falls back. Good move by the sub commander. And now the slingers are opening fire, and look at this, using the protection of this infantry, and he's getting some shots off. Is he getting any kills? Let's see. 80 out of 80. 80 out of 80. No, has not gotten any kills. Wait, is this guy? No, he's just looking cool. No kills, but we are harassing him, and that forced him to fall back. That's cool. Good on us. You can see nobody wants to be the one that commits this, but again, I was feeling very confident in our infantry, and I thought, hey, let's go in. And I do give the order to charge the infantry, and let's get this show on the road. Let's show them what we're really good at, which is our infantry. So that's exactly what we're doing. We're inching forward, or maybe this isn't quite when we charge in. I kind of jumped the gun there, but yeah, that's our mindset basically. But he just moved his infantry forward a little bit. I think he moved it forward so the slingers can get in range. The slingers have 0 kills. They look like they're doing a lot, but they're really not. And now archers are firing back. And this is where I was getting. This is the point of the battle where I'm getting a little antsy.
A blue? I honestly think this is the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, charge. Yeah.
Go for it. Yeah, take the initiative. I'll be watching the flanks, protecting. Here we go. Infantry now is charging into the fray. We've got this legendary clash of infantry, and I'm actually going to go ahead and do some slow motion because these pitch battles, they're like lightning speed compared to a siege battle. So I really want to take my time here and enjoy the chaos. But yeah, notice guys, look at this massive infantry fight, and this is definitely gonna play to our advantage here, and we need to use that advantage. At this point, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I've got my Praetorians kind of chilling back here. I'm moving them forward to support wherever I see fit, and I still have a Praetorian in the tree line over here, and I'm also moving them towards the fight as well, because I think at this point I'm a little concerned. Like I want to make sure we really win this infantry fight, so I'm gonna commit the 2 units of infantry I have to support, because look at this, guys. The Carthaginians, they've got a spare unit flanking around. They've got the mercenary Scutari. They're coming around the flank, and we do have a Praetorian Cav unit. Great job by the sub-commander to see that threat, that potential threat. And we got in great teamwork with the infantry sub-commander doing like a hammer and anvil there, a little bit of a hammer and anvil strike. So that was really fantastic. My Praetorians finally show up, and I'm going to try to prevent these Carthaginians from flanking the main force. There we go. Flank around. We also got some Hastati reserve supporting as well. And things are looking good. Let's do some slow motion again, because these battles are intense. We've got Cav now stuck in a bloody battle. So this is going to be big right here. We got to get more Cav support, and you can see the Roman sub-commander, the Cav sub-commander, he's closing in. He's really worried about these elephants, though, as you should be, because elephants can stomp on Cav if you're not careful. We got slingers moving forward. I think they're going to try to support the Cav and try to, fire them down from a distance. And we cleared up that Carthaginian flanking unit so quick that I decided to take my Praetorians and support the Cav fight. I want to make sure we win the Cav engagement, or at least tie. That way there's no hammer and anvil on our infantry as we're trying to take care of the Carthaginians. Here we go. Look at this charge. Praetorians. Nice. Very nice. And now we've got the skirmish Cav charging in as well, trying to push back and destroy the Praetorian Cav, which they're doing a good job. And look at the slingers. Yes, the slingers have moved up and going for the elephants. Is it as effective as fire ammo, like fire archer ammo, like a, like a bow and arrow? No, but at least they're doing some damage to the elephants, and that's good to see. And look at this, because of the infantry winning here, or joining the fight, it is helping us win this battle, which is fantastic. Back over this way, though, it is still a epic struggle on the front line. Carthaginian infantry, they got a lot. They certainly got a lot, but I'm starting to see, yes, the Roman elephants have been sent in. The Cav player has been doing an excellent job. Now, this is scary right here, because elephants are well, they can definitely turn on you and do damage to you, and that's exactly what's happening. These elephants have turned and are now trampling the Roman soldiers, because the Carthaginian players, the sub-commander, the archer player, very wisely used his fire arrow to scare, or fire ammo to scare the elephants. But back over on this side, let's check this out. I think the Carthaginians are being too passive here. I think they got to get their cav into this fight to save their infantry from being crushed. Great to see the Roman cav sub-commander just kind of waiting, not forcing a fight, just waiting over here. My Praetorians are still marching their way over this way because I saw some breaking Romans. I saw a breaking Roman unit here and a breaking Roman unit here, and it had me gravely concerned. Hey, Case, charge.
Yeah.
Charge here. On the left.
Elephant coming close, shoot the elephant.
But at the same time, we're doing fantastic on this left flank, so well that we even have some Roman cav that's free to charge, and he's getting behind the Carthaginian formation. So behind enemy lines, let's see what he goes for here. Looks like he's just going for infantry. Oh, there we go. He goes for the slingers. And now we've got the Carthaginian general closing in, noble cav, trying to support the best he can. And that's one thing that Carthaginians have a clear advantage over us, is that their general cav units are way stronger than the Roman general cav units. I've taken my Praetorians who are helping out against the cav. I've flanked around the Roman or the Carthaginian infantry over here. I'm really focused on trying to win this fight here. But again, it's close. We've definitely, thanks to the elephants, have broken through here. This is crazy. Let me slow this down. There's so much going on in a few minutes. It looks like we won in the center. We won in the center. The Carthage, though, did win over here. They have one unit that pushed up, but he's just kind of chilling there. He could have easily have flanked around, but maybe the player was focusing micro elsewhere. But we're focusing our skirmish fire because we obviously don't want him to flank around us. I've got my general now charging towards this battle because, again, I want to, anytime I see an opportunity where I can help out, I'm going to obviously do that. So I'm setting up my general to try to prevent this flank from falling because I really want to win here. And notice that the Carthaginians have just defeated, I think, a Hastati. Is it Hastati? Yeah, a Hastati unit. So I'm going to send this unit in to charge them. Left side elephants. Left side elephants.
Yeah,
Shoot.
And the reason I'm doing that is my Praetorians' flank is exposed, and I don't want them to get behind my Praetorians because they can rack up a lot of kills, and if they kill them, that's obviously not good. So I charge in my general, the archer sub-commander, or skirmisher sub-commander. He's obviously helping out as well. We've got elephants over here that are causing some issues, that are going on defense mode, which is honestly pretty good. He's trying to kill this Praetorian cav unit. Let's go on the other side here. Again, let's slow motion this because this is so intense. On the right side, our right side, my Praetorians are now joining the fight. So I did not use my Praetorians as I originally intended to, which of course is help out the cav on this right side. I did it on the left side, but not on the right side. So I decided to just throw them into the infantry fight. Areas that look concerning, which this is certainly an area where this looks concerning. So even though the Carthaginians just won here and broke some Romans, my Praetorians should help out dearly. And look at the elephants, man. Look at them go. 266 kills. The Carthaginians, I don't know what happened exactly, but they lost focus on firing down on these elephants. Got to get another barrage of fire arrows hitting these elephants because these elephants aren't running amok. They're doing exactly what they're being told to do, and they're going after a general right now. So these elephants are in the back lines just causing chaos. And now, finally, the Carthaginian player is sending up his cav. He probably should have done this minutes ago. Oh yeah, they're pushing hard right, pushing hard right.
Their general was charged the middle line, by the way.
Many minutes ago, potentially. But honestly, if I'm Carthage, get these elephants in the infantry fight. But guys, the center has been broken. It has been broken, and we have, I'd say we won here. Or is this cav? No, that's infantry. So the infantry is pushing. This is cav, though. Scaring off the skirmish units. Keeping them away from the fight. and letting our infantry fight uninterrupted. And there we go. And look at this. We defeated the Carthaginian unit that flanked behind my Praetorians. The Praetorians now joining the rest of this fight, and things are looking good. We've got the Carthaginians right where we want them. The balance of power still pretty even, but I'd say ever so slightly in our favor. Hey, let's try to win this left side and then push to the right. Push to the right. Consolidate your troops. Don't get too far ahead up there. General's bodyguard fighting General's bodyguard. If we zoom out, let's go ahead, keep it slow motion. Let's do a tactical view, and this will help you, if I could figure this out. There we go. It helps you visualize. It almost looks like the Carthaginians are trying to regroup here, which they have enough skilled units to win this battle. It's certainly not over. So just consolidating their forces back here is not a terrible idea, but I just think they need to get this cav into the fight. And we were really relieved that they weren't doing that, and we could really just focus on this infantry fight. Look, we just broke the Carthaginians over here. Let's do normal speed now. And here comes the cav. Let's see what they do. I mean, again, another reason why you want to get the elephants in the battle a little bit sooner is that there's so much commotion and chaos going on. It's harder for the archer player to focus on everything, but he doesn't go for it. He doesn't go for it, and we are just crushing the Carthaginian infantry right now. We've got them surrounded. We've got them flanked. This is a good sight. These Praetorians already have 181 kills, but they've lost less than 30 men. That's definitely a promising sight right there. Now I've got my general. He's just supporting using general abilities. I noticed that there's some cav coming in, going for our skirmishers out of position. So I saw that and I was like, no! Watch out. Hey. Horse. Yep. Here, I'm going to charge my general in to help you. I might need help, though. Case, if you can send your infantry in the far left.
Far left? Oh, shit, yeah.
He fought most of them, at least.
So I charged in my general to just try to tie up some of his units, which I do about half. Unfortunately, he does land a bit of a charge there, but it could have been way worse. It's kind of like when someone dives in front of a gun or something. Not really, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm gonna just stay hot pursuit on this cav unit because obviously I don't want them running down our skirmishing units. Even though the battle is looking pretty promising, I don't want this unit to get away, so I'm just gonna tell my general to chase him down and follow him. We've got another commander here who's also doing the same thing, chasing down this cav that are behind enemy lines. Now we're closing in on what's left of the Carthaginian army in the center. We've got cav battling cav right now, and this is good. Even though I think this plays into the Carthaginians' favor, pretty soon there's going to be infantry following up. Yeah, see, they're breaking this cav unit.
Your Praetorian cav right at the top.
To hold my cav.
Oh, yeah. Move up. Center back. So even though they're winning this engagement, this cav unit's keeping them locked in. So now we'll have infantry charging uphill through the trees. And hopefully they'll get there in time. Over on this side, we've got elephants moving in. I form up my Praetorians. I don't know if I still have any Peltis or Pila. I don't think I do. I think, though, I'm just going to... Nice little charge there by that cohort. Really good play to take the brunt of that charge so my Praetorians didn't have to. I'm going to disengage because the elephants are running amok.
Praetorian Guard!
Yeah, I'm going to try to just contain him here. Oh, he's running amok. I'm going to try to disengage here. Great job by both sub-commanders of the archers and the infantry working together there. That was beautiful. And honestly, guys... Yeah, the Carthaginians were not able to utilize their cav effectively as much as they wanted, and now they're just kind of using them as a last-ditch effort here to try to turn this battle around, which could be possible, but I think it's too late now because here comes the nail in the coffin, the infantry that's about to join this cav battle. There they go, charging in. Oh, what a beautiful sight. What a beautiful sight. Great struggle right there. We're now breaking cav. Look at this great cav play by the sub commander, trying to cut off the retreat so the infantry can just continue to be that meat grinder and grind up some Carthaginian cav, turn them into glue. Back over here, the cav is still sneaking around. Look at this. I think they broke and then returned. They're down to 16. They just would not break.
What's this unit right at the back?
It's a skirmish cav. We've been chasing it down like ends of the earth. Wait, that skirmish cav is back? Are you kidding me? This thing will not die.
Right in
It has
the cav.
almost 300 kills. I have been chasing this cav unit and fighting them for so long, and they just would not break. But finally, with my general charging in there and all the archers storming in, this cav unit is most likely going to break. But he's going to break some Syrian archers. Look at that. That's all right. We've got him broken, and there you go. Well done, guys. Well done. The good guys won.
Okay, guys.
Good, yes.
The Carthaginian army has shattered. The elephants only getting 72 kills and just isn't enough there. So that was a really fun battle. Was it perfectly fair? I don't know. I mean, now that I think about it, the Romans, obviously Rome existed way longer than Carthage, so they have more tech on their side, like better armor and stuff. So maybe if you got period appropriate units, it would have been better. But you know, besides the point, this was like a spur of the moment, and this was really fun. So if you enjoy these sub commander battles, let me know, and I'll certainly do more. But let's end this replay. Look at the results. So it was pretty easy for me because I only had 2 units and a general. I was just giving out commands and stuff and just helping wherever I can. But GG. So Case being our infantry sub commander, great job there. Destro doing the cav, doing a great job. His elephants, I mean, elephants kind of saved the day there. And plus some of his cav units getting over 200 kill. One getting over 200, one getting over 100. Very nice. And then Jester playing as our skirmishers. You know, the skirmishers didn't necessarily do a lot in terms of swaying this battle, but they were there. One got 98. His general did a great job getting 77 kills. So I'm not saying he didn't play his part. He absolutely did. It's just he didn't have as much opportunity to get a lot of archer kills because this was a fast-paced infantry cav kind of engagement. But of course, he played his part and he did what he needed to do to help achieve this victory. So let's look at Toxic Rex. He's the infantry commander of the Carthaginians, and I'm kind of surprised he didn't bring any pikemen. I think we said for the rules like max 4 pikes, if I'm not mistaken, but maybe he just felt better with just sword infantry. But yeah, he did a good job. We got Crazy Carl here going as the skirmisher player. I like that he brought some peltas. That's actually pretty smart on his end because they can act as infantry, getting 46 kills, which isn't terribly great, but it's not terribly bad. We got Ellington. He was the grand commander on their side. He doing about the same as me. And we got Major Officer going as Cav. And he got a couple good kills here. 288, 90 with his general. One elephant getting 90 kills. You want to try to get at least over 150 with your elephants, maybe more, because they're so they cost a lot. But the thing is, it's not so much the cost, it's the fact that they're glass cannons, and it's all about using them wisely. And that's where Jester played really well. Jester used his fire ammo and focused on the elephants at perfect timing, so he did a good job there. But yeah, so it was a close battle. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. Again, if you want to see more sub commander battles, let me know. So GG to everyone who played here. Thank you everyone for joining, and a big shout out to Ellington for leading the other team. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for today's battle. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was a lot of fun, and I'll see you next time on the battlefield. Yeah.
Ooh, I got as many kills as I got losses. That's nice.
Look at that. Yeah, you don't see that every day.
1-to-1 ratio.